Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and I'm looking at an interesting book, a short book from Edward Elgar Publishing Limited, which is this one here. It's called The Mind and Method of the Legal Academic, written by Jan M. Smits, and the book itself is very much part of modern thinking at the moment of what is happening within legal research itself in our business. That's the actual detail of the content, starting off with discipline in crisis, then legal science typology, then it runs through to a whole range of methodology and other points in terms of organisation, and then it comes up with the 4 claims it makes, which is in the synopsis itself. Now the book starts off with a useful preface, and Smits comes actually from Maastricht University in the Netherlands. What he says is this book deals with the aims, methods and organisation of legal scholarship. This theme has received a lot of attention in the last few years, but the primary goal of this work is not to offer an elaborate overview of recent discussions. So what he then does is he goes into where we've been going so far and makes a number of important points, ending up with what I think is the most important part of the book, which is the synopsis right at the back. You've then got a very substantial amount of reference material, very much in keeping with the Edward Elgar publishing stable, and finally you've got a short index there. Can I just go to the synopsis though as a final point? I'm not going to go into too much detail with the book, but just to explain the 4 claims that he talks about. He calls the actual paragraph numbering is there, so you'll find if you're looking for anything, the actual paragraph numbering is reasonably easy to find. But he says this book began with the observation that the aims, methods and organisation of legal scholarship have received a lot of attention in the last few years. What followed can be seen as an attempt to cope with this identity crisis. The synopsis doesn't offer a detailed summary of that attempt, but it highlights the 4 key points which are, in Mr. Smits' view, essential. 1. A clearer vision of the tasks assigned to legal scholarship. 2. Interpretation from that puts it beyond doubt that legal science cannot simply rely on the authority of the legislature and judiciary to answer questions, which he poses in some detail. The 3rd claim is that legal scholarship offers, most of all, a way of thinking. That's an important point for students, in my opinion. And the final claim is that, if anything, legal scholarship must be original, and in order to foster and nurture creativity, a research culture that allows freedom to the gifted researcher must be promoted. I think some barristers would be very interested to hear that, bearing in mind some of the points that we have to put up with within our profession. Anyway, thank you to Edward Elgar and to Jan Smits for producing what is, I found, a fascinating book. There's only a very short review, but thank you again. Bye-bye.